Howdy, this is Kurt again with My Win Stuff. Today in this video we're going to put together a triple spinner, alright, and then we're going to take this triple spinner apart, alright. A lot of people really struggle with the little nut that goes on the end when it comes time to taking one of these apart. Now if this is your last one and it's on display and the person needs it flat back in the package so they can take it home, it's real important to know how to disassemble this. So on all of our packaging, we take great care in opening it. Alright, we don't rip anything open because if it's my last one, they want it back in the package, this thing will look exactly like it came from Premier. It won't be tethered, it won't be faded, it won't be broken. So in the package you're going to find the ground stake, alright, the spacers, the nut, and your ground support poles. Ground stake, put it right back in the package, okay? Put it in the package that came in. Now, we put all of these in order in a box. So we know when somebody shows up, this is the last one, they want it back in the package, we grab this package, we put it all back in there exactly how it come from Premier. That includes even stapling the little bag shut. So this little bag, same way. Alright, we're going to save this so we can put all that hardware back in there if we need to. A lot of your customers won't care, a lot of them will take it like it is assembled because they're worried they may not be able to assemble it themselves. Now, a lot of displays I see, people aren't putting these nuts on. So if you have a customer that's looking at that and wondering, well, how does that stay together? You might lose a sale because they see a piece of electrical tape or a couple of these on there. Put it together like it should be, my suggestion. Alright, so first step here, you're going to put this in. Alright, these typically have a little sanded bevel edge to them. Okay, on one end. Face that up and it'll slip in easy. If you do it without that bevel and you do this, sometimes it slivers the fiberglass here. Alright, so just put that bevel up. Okay, real simple. You're going to take your support pole, you'll run it up through here. Now this fabric that goes through here, you can get it pinched between these two pieces and the two won't go together. Alright, if you can't get them together easily, you know that fabric is in between those two. Alright, your bottom support pole, it also goes here. You'll see these dimples. Alright, that dimple, when you push that in, is what bites into this fiberglass so it doesn't slip apart. Sometimes we find, this is a nice tight one, but sometimes we find those are a little loose. So in our box of goodies here, you have to slide this on the pole. Find you a good sturdy, something that's firm down here. Use this center punch, give it a little tap. Okay, that will make that dimple bigger, and these will be together a lot tighter. That way they won't come apart easily. So that part's done. These three wheels, it doesn't matter what direction you put them on. If it's this way or this way, the rotation's the same. Now, here's where a lot of people struggle. This little C-clip can be a real booger to put on. Alright, so what we do is we take it over to a hard surface like this. Alright, we put that against there and we push. Okay, real simple. Leave a little gap so that wheel can spin freely. Do your next one. Same thing. Grab the spacer. Push. Little gap. Last one. Your little spacer. This is actually kind of a C-clip because it's got a split in it. Again, push that on. All right. Now, I see a lot of people taking this, they've got their hammer, they're trying to pound this thing on. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. So, same thing here. Take that star nut against the wall, push. Just that simple. Okay? Alright. So, now this triple spinner is ready to go out on display. You can use one pole or two. We usually stagger ours, one tall one, one short one tall one short one. We leave two empty holes on the rack, and that way nothing rubs. Okay? Now we got to disassemble this. Alright, this is where the real trouble begins. How do you get that little cap off? Okay? In the future, I'm going to build an apparatus that I can actually put on the wall and slide this in and pull that off. Okay, but for right now, we use gloves usually to break all of this stuff apart, so that way we don't get anything dirty. Use your gloves. If you take that little star nut and rock it back and forth, it comes off that easy. Now, if you'll notice here, let me pull these off. Okay, if you notice the end of that shaft, you can see where that little star nut grabbed a hold of that. Okay, you can put that nut on probably 3 or 4 times before you mess up the integrity of this end. So if you really booger that up, it's real simple. I take a hacksaw and I cut this off. Okay. We use these foam sanding blocks. Okay. Just lightly sand that in. Now you've got new material for that star nut to grab a hold of, and it can't come off. You could do that 3 or 4 times on a triple spinner and never run out of too much stick here. When we put these back in the bag, you pull the support pole off. You don't have to disassemble this portion because this whole part will fit back in the bag. Okay, just like that. Put your wheels back in. Now remember, all those little parts and pieces are going right back in the bags that they came from. Fold it over 2-3 times. Staple it shut. Same here. Staple it shut. Alright, it looks just like it came from Premier in the package. Just that simple. So, if you guys have any great ideas, some things I'm overlooking, feel free to comment on the bottom of the YouTube pages. I've left that open to the public so everybody can comment. We sure don't know it all, but we've learned a lot in the hundreds, if not thousands, of this stuff that we've put together. So that's a triple spinner, and we'll be back later with another item.